We finna get these questions off so y'all can know what you want to know about Spelman. Maybe it will help you decide if you want to go there, or if you're younger, if you even want to apply, transfer, whatever. Last part, this is a collaboration video with my friend Jillian Nicole, my friend and Spelman sister, and she's from Maryland. Y'all know I'm from DC. So yeah, we decided to make this little video together. So we're both going to answer the same 10 questions, and then yeah, just telling our different experiences, and then you can watch her answers on her channel and my answers on my channel. And I'm gonna be 100% honest. I love Spelman, but of course there are things that I don't love. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. Okay, so for the first question, we're gonna start with a little simple one. So how did you choose to go to Spelman? So anybody who knows me knows that Spelman was not necessarily my #1 top choice, but was in my my like range of top choices. So originally I planned on going to art school. That didn't really work out. I didn't get into my top choice art schools. I got into some, but not the ones that I was really pressed to go to. So I ended up at the illustrious Spelman College. And how Spelman was even towards the top of my list is because, if you don't know, anybody who knows me knows for real that my mother went to Spelman and graduated and loved it. And you know, I still have my Spelman aunties, her Spelman sisters. And it's like really a family vibe. Like, I've witnessed the sisterhood with my own eyes. So yeah, I knew I was ready to come to Spelman. And yeah, I decided I wanted a HBCU experience, and why not go to the #1 HBCU? The next question is, what are the best clubs at Spelman? For me personally, Innovation Lab Club. So that is for if you're into like art or like technology stuff, or really if you're into anything, but it's just like the Innovation Lab is basically like this room in the art building where they have like all these cool tools that you can use and stuff. So me, for fashion, I be using like the little embroidery machine. Like, you can embroider like whatever you want to say, shapes, designs, all that type of stuff. And then they have like a 3D printer, wood cutter, like all this stuff is super cool. You can make your own t-shirts. So I be going there like every day after class just to work on like clothing, talk to people with the same interests as me and stuff like that. But in terms of like more general clubs, I would say the best club is like it's called Pulse, and it's like I'm not on it or anything. I don't know if I will ever join, but it's a really cool and cute club. They are like the it's not SGA, but it's like they plan all the student events and stuff. Well, not all the student events, but like certain student events. And I don't know what their like, I guess their like designated job is, but I just be seeing them plan events. And their events are fun, and all the girls are super nice and stuff, so that's cool. So the next question is, what are some suggestions for ways to pay for Spelman? So personally, I'm paying for Spelman partially by money from my parents, money from scholarships, and then the rest, that was for this year, and then the rest of the years are going to be from money from loans. I lost my train of thought, but basically, yeah, Spelman is $50,000 a year. I received a $20,000 scholarship from Spelman, so that left $30,000. I'm trying to get more scholarships. So if you do want to go to Spelman and you're watching this early, get on them scholarships, girl, because Spelman is not cheap, and a lot of girls get into Spelman and it's their dream school and they can't go because they don't have the money. So yeah. Next question is, what's it like coming from DC to Spelman? Okay, so coming from DC to Spelman was kind of hard for a few reasons. #1 is, in DC, we are city kids. Like, I don't think y'all realize it, how much, like, in DC, when we go to school, we get on the train to go to school, or we get on the bus, or for me, we get on both. And then to go home, we do the same thing. We go to the mall on the train. We you take the train like everywhere until you can drive if you get a car or whatever, and like take the bus other places like Then where I live in DC, if you're from DC, I live by H Street, so I can literally walk 1 block and there's a beauty supply store, a nail salon. Now it's gentrified, so there's a Starbucks, there's a grocery store, CVS, literally everything I need in 1 block. In Atlanta, it is not like that. You gotta get in an Uber to go basically anywhere. Like the only place that's close by the AUC in terms of like getting your basic needs would be this little hood ass Walmart. It's not really giving like all the options that DC has and stuff. And then in terms of places to eat, it's nowhere where you could like walk and get something to eat. When I'm here home in DC, I could walk to like 5-6 different places to get something to eat. Like it's a Popeyes right there, Asian place, brunch place, like literally everything over here. And Atlanta's just not like that. They have good food spots, but you're gonna have to take an Uber. Like you really gotta get on the highway to go anywhere in Atlanta. And that was a huge adjustment for me. Other than that, Atlanta's pretty much as black, if not blacker, than DC. And yeah, it wasn't hard for me going from a diverse school to a HBCU at all. Because I mostly, like, when I was younger, I hung out with mostly black people anyways, type shit, yeah. So yeah, it was mostly just like the feeling trapped, because I think being from DC, and if you're from New York or Philly, you could probably relate. You're used to being able to get up and go and just being on the move, especially at a young age. So that was an adjustment. Next question is, what are these specific things you like about Spelman? Okay, so the first thing I like about Spelman is the connections that it gives you. So like beyond the sisterhood, like I just feel like the Spelman name holds it holds a lot of weight. Like, let's be honest, it holds a lot of weight. Whether you agree or you a hater, like it does. So just having a education from there, you meet a lot of influential people, and it can open a lot of doors for you. That being said, just having a degree with Spelman will not mean, okay, you're about to be a rich ass black woman. No, you need to be actively making those connections. Like, they will give you the opportunity, but you're the one who has to network. And I'm a freshman and I know this. So yeah, that's the first thing. Second thing, I would say I just like it's really like a community sisterly vibe. I don't know. Even though it's not like I have like a bunch of people that I'm like hella close with, it definitely is like a good feeling being on campus. Like just coming back, it just feels like home. I don't know. It sounds so like cliche, but yeah, I miss it a little bit. What else do I like about Spelman? I don't know. I like the classes. Like, the classes are good for me. I feel like in some classes I'm like pretty up there. Some classes I'm like pretty average. So like that's good. I also like the resources that they have for art specifically. So for me, like going to the innovation lab every day, like that's just perfect for me. Like, love that. Lastly, I like the fact that it's close to Clark Atlanta and Morehouse, because I do have friends that go there. And sometimes you just want to be around different schools and stuff. So the next question is a little bit of a follow-up, and it is, what are the things that you dislike about Spelman? So the one thing I dislike about Spelman is just that a lot of the buildings are old. So the dorm I lived in, HH, did not have no AC. So that's a bit of an issue. We were sweating in there, and I had to have literally 5 fans. And yeah, just like some of the other buildings are old, like y'all could update it a little bit. Come on down, give us something. But I would say that's about it. Oh yeah, and the cafeteria food. I do not be eating the cafeteria food. But then again, like when I went on a college tour, I wasn't really banging with none of them college cafeterias. Like, I already knew when I went to college I wasn't about to be nah. So yeah, I brought my smoothie, my little blender junk. That's what I be, yeah, cause I ain't eat school lunch when I was a kid neither. Like, no, call me spoiled, whatever. That shit is nasty. Then someone asked, how would you describe Spelman and its importance to a white boy who just knows it as a women's HBCU? And that's a good question. So I would say Spelman is important because just that. It's an all Black women's HBCU, and it is the #1 HBCU in the country, meaning clearly Black girls can do something right, even though they tell us that we can't do anything right. HBCUs in general are just important because in a time where we weren't allowed to do the same things as white people in the same spaces, those were the only colleges that would accept people with my skin tone. So, except Black people. So I would say it's a different experience going to a place that was made for you. Even though Spelman was founded by 2 white women, it was founded as a HBCU where Black women could learn. Yeah, just knowing that it's a school made for people like you. You're not just there to keep the diversity numbers. Like, you're there because they want to see you learn and succeed and be another successful Black woman in this crazy ass world. So that's a good feeling, and that's very important for Black people to have that same experience. So the next question is, how's the community at Spelman? To me, the community was pretty welcoming. I already knew a bunch of people from DC who went there, and then just through family members and stuff. So it wasn't that hard for me, like, I don't know, finding stuff to do and like people to be around type stuff. But overall, like, it's a cool little community. Like, obviously everybody's not going to be best friends, and some people are going to have issues with each other. Everybody's not going to love you, but it's not like a lot of people think that the sisterhood is fake and stuff. Like, no, it's just you have your sisters. Like, yeah. Okay, next question is what dorm are you staying in, and which dorm is the best besides the honors dorm? So I stayed in Howard Harold Hall, and I messed with my hall. Like, it was cool, but I have to say the best dorm to stay in besides LLC would be Abbey, because it's a little bit cooler in there, because the other dorms, HH and Manly, don't have AC. I don't think Abbey doesn't have AC either, but it's just like cooler in there for some reason. Only thing is though, like, HH is a prime dorm because it's close to the front and close to the caf, all the places to eat, the bookstore, all that. So that's what I liked about HH. Also, it's always girls awake in there and stuff. Like, it's always something to do, like somebody to talk to if you go in the lounge. So yeah, HH was fine, but I wanted to live in Abbey as well because my mother lived there. So yeah. Also, Abbey's the only like renovated freshman dorm besides the honors dorm. So the next question is, how's the cat food? And I pretty much answered it. I mean, some of it is okay. I would eat, like, when they had chicken wings, I would get the buffalo wings. Fried chicken Wednesday was pretty good. But I really ate at Lower Manly, which is like where the school restaurants are most days. So I would go to the little place called Twisted Taco. I would get Starbucks like every day. And that's basically what I ate. So the last question was, how did you put yourself out there to like do makeup services and offer stuff like that at Spelman? And I would say for me, it's kind of easy to put myself out there. So I would just say be a walking billboard. So I come to class with my face beat. People like, oh, I like your makeup. Oh, thank you. You know, I did it. I do makeup if you need your makeup done for this, blah, blah, blah. So if you were a braider, you know, do one girl's braids, do your roommate's braids for free maybe. And then just post it, have them post it, you know, send it in the group chats. And yeah. And in terms of like this question was also kind of about the confidence to put yourself out there. I would say just, you know what you're good at. You know what you're marketing, so just go for it. Don't think. There's a lot of people selling stuff. Literally, everybody's selling something. So that is the end of the first 10 questions that I am doing as a collab with my girl Jillian. But I have actually got 10 more questions from my Spell Babies group chat. So I'm not going to let y'all down, and I'm going to answer all these questions. So first question is, what's the deal with strolling? So strolling is basically like a mix between step, dance, and I would say cheer. And basically at Spelman, all the freshman dorms have stroll teams, and you can join the team and, you know, perform for your dorm, battle it out, all that. I would say you could look up some videos if you want to like see what it's like or whatever. And yeah, it's definitely, I didn't do it, but the girls who were on the stroll team got really close and it seemed like something really fun, so I would recommend doing it. Next question is, how should you keep your stuff safe in terms of clothes, food, etc.? Okay, so one time somebody stole my lemonade out the fridge and I was mad as fuck. Like, bitch, don't ever play with my lemonade. Like, I really sent a threatening text message in my dorm group chat and everything because no, not my lemonade. Like, if you know me, you know I love lemonade. I drink it almost every day. So why would you steal that from me? But yeah, I would say the best thing to do in terms of the fridge is put your stuff in like a bag with your name in it. So if you have like a lunchbox or something, put it in there. Don't just be having your little juicy crab bag, because bitches be hungry and bitches will steal. Like, just put your stuff up, hide it, you know, just make sure it's not anything loose. Also, the lemonade was just a can out. Like, it had my name on it, of course. Like, the girl who took it had to see that. But I mean, it's easier to take a can that's just sitting there rather than take a whole bag with somebody else's name on it type stuff. So yeah, and then in terms of clothes, just make sure you get your laundry on time, because these girls will take your clothes out if you are a little late. So just set an alarm. Don't be like running around. Don't be at Morehouse while your laundry getting done. Because yeah, then you're gonna come back and your stuff's gonna be on top of the washer, and that's just dirty. Okay, I'm gonna speed through these. So the next question is, what is proper bathroom etiquette? For me, I was like a little germaphobe. So like, I literally would not touch anything in the bathroom without a paper towel. So like, when I got in the shower, I would take a paper towel and like pull the curtain open, take a paper towel, turn the knob and all that. It was the same paper towel, you know, but yeah, I felt so like, community, whatever. But I would say do just the same as you do at home. But I mean, some of y'all dirty at home, so don't leave no spit in the sink. Don't leave no hair in the shower. Just clean up after yourself. You definitely need to wear shower shoes. In HH, we will play our music. Like, I would say, so like, if nobody else is playing music, then go ahead and play your music. It's kind of irritating when it's two people playing music at the same time. Like, that's just doing a lot. But I mean, if you really must, go ahead. And yeah, everything else pretty self-explanatory. Next question, which parties should you avoid? I was told, first of all, I did a lot of partying in high school, so I wasn't that geek to go to every party in ATL, especially because they try to make you pay and stuff. No. But I did go to Pajama Jam. That was fun. I went to a few of the little block parties, big parties, especially before the shooting and stuff. Shit was more lit. But I was told to avoid like Q parties or like parties with certain fraternities, because they're like, or if they do tell you to go, they'll be like, oh, do not wear a dress, because they will pick you up and put their head in between your legs and stuff. And like, no, I'm not going for that. I will smack somebody's son so quick. Like, do not put your hands on me without my consent, period. Next question is there a curfew? And the answer is no. When you get to college, at least at Spelman, you are grown. You can come and go as you please. However, in terms of men being on the all women's campus of Spelman, all boys must leave the campus by 12 o'clock. So I never had no boys on campus anyway, so I don't even know the times. But yeah, you could be leaving and going as you want, but your nigga gotta go, period. Next question is, how should you address bad roommates? Just a lot to beef with somebody who you gotta live with. Like, not a great situation. I would say if you and your roommate are, y'all have like formed a friendship where you started out as friends type stuff and there turns into a conflict, then I think that you should try and work it out between yourselves first, because that's what friends do. You try and work through things. However, if your roommate was never your friend and it's just like y'all haven't really been on good footing since the beginning, you might want to take it straight to the RA. That being said, everybody does sit down with their RA and make a little roommate agreement, and you have to go through like 100 questions. Like, are we going to have people past this time? What are we going to do with trash? Da, da, da. So basically make sure you and your roommate are on the same page. So if your roommate is violating anything in that agreement, then you can definitely take it to the RA. Next question is, how do you adjust to a new environment? I kind of talked about my adjustment a little bit, but in terms of how, I would say try and this sounds like so obvious, but like try and, you know, meet people, connect with people. I don't want to say don't be shy, but like keep in mind that everybody's new at college, like when you're a college freshman. So like you shouldn't really feel so like self-conscious, oh, I'm the new person. Like, no, everybody's new. I would say like try and be open about your interests so you could attract people who are into the same things as you. So me, I like art, I'm an art major, I like makeup, I like clothes, da da da. And then, you know, I sort of find those type of people. I do YouTube, I do this, da da da, and you find those type of people. And yeah, I would say keep in touch with people back home. Don't forget to call your mom and stuff, but then again, don't be on your mother's dick. Like, let her live. And mothers, you gotta let your daughters live too. And yeah, just take it day by day, honestly. Like, there's no surefire way to adjust. Okay, and then the next question kind of connects to that too, and it says, how do you fight homesickness? I didn't feel homesick that much, but when I did, it was like, damn, I want to go home. And how I got over that, I don't know. I would just like call my mom, cry to my mom, or just talk to my mom. If you don't have a good relationship with your parents, you could call another relative or a good friend from back home. Tell them what's going on. Tell them what you miss about home, whatever. Yeah, maybe get yourself something good to eat. Like, if I'm not feeling good, I'm gonna get me some. I'm not going to eat at school. I'm about to get me something good if I have the money. Or, I don't know, just a little pick-me-up. Like, something to take your mind off of it. And then you could, like, make a little countdown for the next time you're going home. And just give yourself something to look forward to. Okay. The next question is, what are the professors like? Personally, I didn't have any bad that's debatable. Let's just say I got along with all my professors fine. I would say some of them weren't the best. I'm thinking of one male math teacher who was kind of like, But then again, his class was fine. Like, he was fine, honestly. But then, yeah. I'm doing bad at answering this question, but I would say just like any other school, there's a range of different teachers. You have some amazing teachers and you have some not so amazing teachers, but generally Spelman doesn't have any like super shitty teachers that want you to fail. Finally, the last question is, what was the move-in process like? The move-in process was surprisingly like, I don't know, kind of quick. Like, obviously it took like a few, almost like 1 or 2 hours type stuff, but like it doesn't have to take all day. But at Spelman, the move-in process is hot, like hot as fuck. Like, bruh, like you will sweat. Like, I had to change outfits halfway through. Like, it was just so hot. Atlanta's just hot, period. So brace yourself for that. But yeah, moving was really fine. Everybody was really welcoming. Yeah, it was cool. That concludes my Spelman Q&A video. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos about Spelman, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, if you have any more questions about the school, you could comment or DM me, whatever. And I'll see y'all in the next one.